Hey, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. Market opens up here in about 5 minutes. So I will pause the recording software for now and I'll be back at market open or as soon as I find a potential opportunity. All right, I'm looking to buy a call option here. So buy at 67. I'm watching that number right there. I want to see that drop down to 67, go a little bit below it, and that white order turn green, which means I was able to buy. So white means I'm trying to buy. Green means I've been able to buy. If you don't know what options are, just comment below option guide, and I will link you to a free class I put together called The Big Basics of Options. It'll take you through terminologies, how things are working, all that. Sometimes I know options have a reputation of being very complicated and confusing, and they can be made that way. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have to be made that way, and I approach them in more of a simple, straightforward way. So if that's how you like to approach things, then I'm confident you'll get some value out of that guide. So like I said, just comment below option guide or option class and I will link you to it. All right, well, as the price is bouncing, then you're noticing that number right there is getting further and further away from 67. So not looking like I'm going to be able to get filled here. So I'll just cancel that order out for now and I'll keep an eye on it and see if I can find another setup. Okay, I have an order at 67 here for a put. Let's come up just a bit more. In there at 67. And just had to go for the $100. Wanted $250 on it, but had to go into loss control mode as it wasn't as good of an entry point as what I thought it was. But loss control mode does not mean you're automatically going to take a loss. Sometimes it absolutely does, but it just means that, at least in my definition, my strategy just means, all right, you got to accept that you're not going to get as much of a gain as what you were wanting. So let's go to 67 here at this strike price. Try again. In there. Out for 150 on that one. So that went very, very quickly. Very good. Change strike prices. 67. What do you mean changing strike prices? Again, comment below option guide. That's one of the terms that I talk about. So I'm trying to buy once again at 67, but that's because I've changed. Actually, need to change that now. There we go. 67, there we go. Nope, that was the move I needed, so I need to change there. 67. Well, just noticing the time, it's 9:43. There's actually news out at 9:45. Not sure if this news is going to add any spice to the market or not. It may, so I'm just going to wait for 9:45 to pass at this point. Not a big fan of when the market, has those, let's see, I can look up, see what it is. Manufacturing data. So does the market going to care about it? I'm not sure, but if it does, I don't want to get stuck in something where it just spikes up beyond me. Oh, this is some great action, but of course it's happening 2 minutes right before. But regardless, two relatively quick back-to-back trades. That first one, as I was mentioning, was just loss control mode. Didn't quite get the entry point that I wanted, but still walked away with $100. And then that second one was a very, very fast trade that lasted 3 seconds that put $150 in my pocket. So kind of a slow start, and then just like that, boom, boom, 2 quick trades up $250. Not even 9:45 yet. So I mean, and I don't say this to brag about myself. I say this to build context because I know looking around social media, you see numbers, thousands and thousands. You think, oh, that's what it means to be a successful trader. But I'm not sure of many places in the world where you can make $250 in 15 minutes, right? Would you ever go up to somebody that makes $100 per hour and be like, you know, I made $250 in 15 minutes, not very happy about it? No, that person would be like, wait, what? You know, I quote unquote only make $100 an hour and you're complaining about making $250 in 15 minutes. All right, here it's 9:45 now. Let's see. And it's looking like a nothing burger in terms of, yeah, all right, yep, market did not care. Throw out 67, and we'll see if it can make its way up there. All right, I'll pause, but I'll keep a close eye on it and see if it can come up enough to get me filled. Have an order at 65. So it needs to come up a bit more. We're going to go to 61 at this point. All right, I'll pause. Have an order at 97 here. In at 97, out for $250 in the blink of an eye. So you'll have to go back and just rewatch that one. That was literally 1 second right here. Execution time, in at 10:05:58, out at 10:05:59. So 1 second for $250. Fast mover for sure. We're at 10:06. I'm up 500 with commissions. You know, let's call it 495-ish, give or take. So it's really just a question of, do I feel like continuing on, or do I just want to call it good? And you know, I think I'm just going to go ahead and call it mission complete. $500, a little over 30 minutes. I will take it. Is it $5,000 like you may see on social media? It's not. But again, going back to my point of, let's keep ourselves grounded in reality, and social media, FYI, is not reality. It's a highlight reel. But where in the world can you make $500 in 30 minutes? Not many places. And I'll go back to the example. Would you ever go up to somebody that's making $100 per hour and be like, you know, I made $500 in 30 minutes. I'm not very happy about it. No, they would look at you like the most greedy, unhinged individual ever. So use that trick if you're looking around social media, because if you're anything like me, I'm human just like everybody else. You can look around, see really big numbers, and then think, wow, I'm not a very good trader. Wow, what am I doing wrong? But I mean, what are you talking about, right? Let's just say this. Let's say you made $100 in 30 minutes. Would you ever go up to somebody that makes, you know, $50, even $100 an hour? Like, yeah, you know, I just made your hourly rate in half the time. You would never say that, because that would make you sound, again, just greedy and unhinged. So just use that mind trick to keep yourself grounded. And for me, day trading is a side hustle. It's something that I do amongst many other streams of income. I encourage you to do the same, build multiple streams of income. Every wealthy person I've ever studied has many streams of income. And for me, I do this because I want the freedom of the calendar. I want to be able to look at my schedule and say, nope, I don't want to do that. Sure, I'll use my time doing that. As a father of 6 kids, to me, that is the ultimate wealth, being able to choose what I do with my time and when I do it. Now, if you want the private jet, I hope you go and accomplish that goal. But for me, my goal is freedom of time. And yeah, if I can, you know, use 30 minutes of my time, walk away with $500, I'm going to take that. I am no greedy savage. So appreciate it. Thanks for hanging out. If you want to learn more about options, what I'm doing here, comment below option guide. And also, if you want to learn more about the tool that I'm using here of technical analysis to form my decisions, why it's a powerful tool, and why I think it can help you out in one way or another, I do offer a free webinar on that. So I'm going to cut to a new video right now and explain to you how you can get signed up for it. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total.
I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.